Welcome back. Now, I wanted to make a video today because I just got something really exciting in the post. So this is a kind of unboxing slash book haul. So if I show you the box it came in, I have opened the box and you can see what was inside the box. So you can see why I was so excited about it. So this is the massive box here that it came in, and you can see there is a Books and the City bag in that box full of books. So I am going to show you the books that were sent to me by Simon Schuster, by Books in the City. So obviously, because I live in Denver and not the UK, I wasn't able to go to the Spring Blogger event that happened last week. But they sent me all the goodies from the event anyway, which was absolutely amazing. I love the fact that they're still sending me lots of books to read and share with you guys, even though I don't live in the UK anymore. It's such a beautiful selection of books. I will show you them and get started. So, first of all, we've got Orange Blossom Days by Patricia Scanlon. You might remember me talking about A Gift to Remember by Patricia Scanlon, and I've got a couple of her other books as well. But this one I think is actually already out, and this is a paperback version, but I think it's actually out in hardback at the moment. But I mean, just look at the cover of that one. How gorgeous is that one? And then the next book they sent me is also something that's already out, which was How Not to Fall in Love, actually, by Catherine Beneto. I have heard a lot about this book on Twitter. It came out in ebook towards the end of last year, and then it's just come out in paperback now, and I've heard really good things about this one, so I'm really quite excited to get reading to this one. And then another book which has just come out, and I'm so excited to have this in my hands. This came out on the day that I'm receiving this box, the 9th of February, and that is A Song for Tomorrow by Alice Peterson. Anybody who has read any Alice Peterson before knows that she writes books that just hit all the feels. I'm going to read you the blurb of this one. It says, Tom fell in love with Alice the moment he saw her. He realises that being with her will not be easy, but she is a force of nature, a burst of sunlight in his otherwise ordinary world. Some people might look at Alice and think that she has everything, but Alice knows that she is not like any other woman. Her life is complicated, unpredictable, difficult. Alice does not like pity. All she wants to do, has ever wanted to do, is sing. Alice has been told not to follow her dreams, so has Tom. But when fate has already dealt a tough hand, it's time to stop listening to everyone else and only follow their hearts. How gorgeous does that sound? I am so excited to read this one. I cannot tell you. And I've got other things I'm reading at the minute, and I'm like already reading too many books, but I want to read all of these books. Another very exciting one right here. Are you ready? It's the new Millie Johnson, the Queen of Wishful Thinking. Heard so many things about this book on Twitter as well, and I mean, Millie's been tweeting and sort of talking in her newsletter, if you receive her newsletter, about how this book is sort of quite different, and it's going to be coming out in libraries in hardback library form. I don't even want to read the blurb of this one. I'm just, again, very excited to read this one. I think this one comes out in March, so very excited to have a proof copy of this one. Look at the cover. It's just so Millie. Oh, so Millie. So excited. And then we all know that I'm a big fan of this one. If you watched my video on the one we fell in love with, you'll know and be also so excited about this one. The Last Piece of My Heart by Paige Toon. This one I think comes out in April. And I'm going to read the blurb of this one for you because it's exciting. Meet Bridget, a successful travel journalist. Paige writes such good escapism books. With ambitions to turn her quirky relationship blog into a novel. But after a spate of rejections from publishers, she accepts an alternative proposition. I didn't even know that this was about writing a novel. That's really exciting. Nicole Dupre died, leaving behind a best-selling novel and an incomplete sequel. Tasked with finishing the book, Bridget is thankful to have her foot in the publishing door, even if it means relocating to Cornwall for the summer and answering to Nicole's grieving husband, Charlie. Ooh, that sounds so good. Again, you know, Paige writes such great stories about sort of travel and things like that, and the one we fell in love with was a bit different because it didn't have as much travel in, a little bit, but not quite as much. And so I'm excited about the fact that this main character is a travel journalist, going to make for some good travel reading as well. Yeah, like I say, I think that one's out in April, and this here is going to be rose gold lettering, which is very exciting. Next up, we have a book that's out. I know that this one is out on the 23rd of March, and I've read everything else that this author has written, so I'm excited for this one, and that is This Love by Danny Atkins. This is a story about a 31-year-old translator who works from home in a one-bedroom flat. Sounds good. This isn't really the life she dreamed of, but then Sophie stopped believing in happy endings a very long time ago, when she was 15 years old and tragedy struck her family. Danny Atkins knows how to write a good kind of tragic story, but with a feel-good factor to it still. Until one night, a serious fire breaks out in the flat below hers, leaving her trapped. Her cocoon must be shattered, but what will the consequences of this second life-changing event be? Sounds amazing. Again, looking forward to reading this one. I will talk a lot more about this closer to its release date. And then a book that has been on my wish list for a very long time. If you saw my top 10 books that I would like Santa to leave under my tree, you will have seen this one on there, and I'm excited to have it in my hands, and that is American Housewife by Helen Ellis. Again, this was one that came out as ebook first of all, and then hardback, and now we've got a beautiful paperback copy of it. And just, I really am looking forward to reading this one. This one's quite a short one as well, so I think that this will definitely fit its way into my February reading at some point. Yeah, this one is 184 pages, so less than 200 pages, so definitely put aside a day to read this one. And then, as well as the books, there were some samples of books as well. This is another author that I have read everything she's written, and therefore has sort of become an autobiographer, and that is Julia Ashton, and her new novel is called The Woman at Number 24, and this book is out towards the end of April, and this is just a sample, and if you look, they're actually just literally proof pages there. And it's about a 100-page sample, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what her new book is all about and get me excited for it coming out in April. All these release dates that I'm talking about are UK release dates, not US release dates. I don't even know if any of these books are out in the US, but I will do a kind of book haul on my blog as well, and if any of them are coming out in the US, then I'll put US release dates in there as well. And then another sample is something that, again, I've heard talked about on Twitter, and that is Anatomy of a Scandal by Sarah Vaughan. Again, this is just some page proofs, and it's about 40 pages, a little sampler just to whet our appetite. And again, I'll put details in the blog of when this one is going to be coming out. And another little sample is The Betrayal by Kate Furnival. And again, it's just a little sample of some page proofs there. But I've heard people who went to the event saying how Kate talked about this one and how they're very excited to read it, having seen her talk about it. And then not only did I get the beautiful books, but in the bag were the other goodies that came from the event. So we have a little pack of tissues, which I feel I will probably need when I'm reading both Alice Peterson's and Danny Atkins' book. And from what Millie Johnson said about her book, probably her book as well. And then this gorgeous notebook. Look, it's got little cylinders on the front, and it's just a really cute little size. Perfect to pop in your handbag. And to go with the notebook, of course, a pencil. And classic Books and the City lip balm. You can see the Books and the City logo on that one there. I've had a few of these from other events, and so it is a staple from a Books and the City event to get a Books and the City lip balm. And of course, the classic Books in the City tote bag. These tote bags are really quite strong. I used to take marking back and forth to school in these ones, and I've taken books to charity shops in these ones, and they were very useful when I was moving. So thank you so much to Books in the City. Apologies, this has been a long video, but I had to share all these amazing books with you. As I say, I will put them into a blog post as well with some pictures and some more details about release dates and buy links and Goodreads links and things like that as well. So if you want to find out any more about that, I think I'll put that blog post up on Sunday. And that's it. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited to read these books. Please do leave me a comment below if you've read any of them, or to let me know which one you are most excited about, because I'm just excited about all of them. I will have another video for you soon, so I'll see you then. Bye.